Hey guys, we're going to start looking at triangles. So everything that we're going to be looking at in this unit is going to deal with triangles. So there's just a couple of things that I just wanted to kind of briefly review on just to kind of help you out. So just remember with angle classifications, if there is one obtuse angle like such, okay, then you're going to have an obtuse. This is considered to be an obtuse triangle. So remember, an obtuse angle is one that is greater than 90 degrees. Okay. If you have an equilateral triangle where all these angles are the same. So equilateral, all the angles and all the sides are the same. And then the last one with an angle classification is going to be a right angle or a right triangle. And you guys were talked about this with Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so there's one excuse me, it includes one right angle. And remember, a right angle is 90 degrees. Exactly, not 90.01, exactly 90 degrees. And then we have side classifications. So when all the side lengths are exactly the same, like this one, we are going to have another equilateral triangle. So remember that all the angles and all the sides are the exact same. If two of the sides are exactly the same, then we have what's called isosceles. Okay, isosceles. And then if none of the side lengths are the same, then you're going to have what's called a scalene triangle. So when we refer to these triangles based on we may refer to them based on these classifications. So let's look at a couple of theorems that we have with the angles of a triangle. Okay, so all the angles, this is the triangle angle sum theorem. And this is where all the angles add up to be 180. So you have the measurement of angle A, the measurement of angle B, and the measurement of angle C. All of those add up to be 180 degrees. Okay. Then we have the triangle exterior angle theorem. So remember, we talked about exterior angles with the parallel lines cut by the transversal. Exterior means outside. So we have one outside angle, like angle Z right here. Okay. So that's going to be the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B. Okay, this only works for triangles and it works for any exterior angle. And it's because the interior angles add up to be 180, and so does a straight line. Okay, so that's why this theorem works. And then we have the isosceles base angles theorem. So the base angles theorem basically says that the measure that if you have two side lengths that are exactly the same, so that's noted right here with that little tick mark, okay, that means it's the same measure as the other side that has, or the other line segment that has a tick mark on it, okay. Then these two are, if those two sides are congruent, then the two angles are going to be congruent as well. Okay. And so we would know that. So if I'm trying to find this, maybe if I'm trying to find the measurement of angle B, and I know that those two side lengths are congruent, then I know that the angles are congruent as well. Okay. So that's the three theorems that we're going to look at today, and we're going to work some problems out with it. All right, so this one is just going to be the triangle angle theorem. Okay, all the interior angles are going to add up to be 180. So we have 52 plus 43 plus x. All those added up to are going to be 180. So I'll add these two together, and I'm going to get 95 plus x is equal to 180. And so solving for x right here, I'm going to subtract 95 from each side. X is going to be equal to 85 degrees. Okay, so up here. All right, and so this triangle here, I am trying to find this angle here, okay? And that is going to be, remember, the two other angles. So this angle plus this angle added together is going to give me that exterior angle. So that's the triangle exterior theorem. So I have 21 21 plus 34 is going to be equal to x, and that's what I'm trying to find. So therefore, I'm going to add those two together, and I get 55 is equal to x. Okay, so I can find that I can find the exterior at by adding the two opposite interior angles. Okay, and then on the last one, I am trying to find the measurement of angle C. I don't know what this piece is here. So, but I do know that all the angles add up to be 180. I also know that these two side lengths are the same. Okay, so that means that this is X and this has to be X as well. So they have to be the same measurement. So X has to be the same value for both of those. So basically, what I would have is X plus 78 is going to be equal to 180. Okay. These two get together and make 2x plus 78 is equal to 180. I'll subtract 78 from each side, and I get 2x is equal to 102, and then divide each side by 2, and x is equal to 51. So what does that mean? Well, that means that this angle measure right here is 51 because that's what I signified as x. You could name it C if you wanted to note that it is the measure of angle C. But this is going to be 51 degrees. Okay, so this is just those three theorems put into action. So you have all the interior angles of a triangle add up to be 180. You have the triangle exterior theorem where you have the two angles add up, the two opposite interior angles add up to be the same amount as the exterior angle. Okay, the opposite exterior angle. And then you have the isosceles base angle theorem where the two base angles are going to be congruent. And those are where if noted that the two side lengths are the same. Okay, so that's what makes an isosceles. All right, so that's just the three theorems that we're looking at this time. So you'll have to, when you see a problem, you're going to have to decide which theorem am I using, and we're going to go through a lot more things.